I did want to start by calling attention to our panel of judges here, our tiger sharks, as we call them. If you're familiar with Shark Tank, right? These are our sharks, and they are going to be judging the pitches this evening. So I think we would love to take a moment to just have the Board of Advisors each give us a brief introduction, say hello, a little bit about who you are and your background, one at a time. So we can start at this end maybe and go that way, okay? All right, thanks so much.
My name is Mario Mirabella, and I'm the CEO of MSN Digital. We're a full-service digital marketing agency, and this program is near and dear to my heart because I am self-made. I completely self-taught in what I do, so I can relate to these kids. I like the energy, the creativity that they have, so I was very excited to be a part of this program. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Dr. Martial Pabron. So as you hear from my accent, I grew up in France, in the middle of nowhere. And so it's an honor to be with you tonight. So I studied chemistry, and by my career I became the CEO of a US chemical company called Dynax Corporation. And I am excited to hear all about the projects that we're going to see tonight.
I am a White Plains High School graduate mom. I have a son and a daughter that graduated during COVID, so I'm excited to be back here. I was in finance for about 30 years, and then I founded my own business. It's called 22 Cat Crafts. I do hand paint and dishwasher safe glassware that is good for gifts, etc. And I also do paint parties, which I call art therapy with a splash. So it's very fun, it's calming, I do fundraisers. I'm also the president of the Women's Club of White Plains, and my husband, I heard the word serial entrepreneur, and my husband, well, he's a banker, is also one. So he's jealous that I'm here and he's not asking. So I'm excited and proud. I can't wait to see what you guys have. So thank you so much.
Team is trying to stand up too, because I think you can hear me. So my name is Meryl Stevens, and participating in this, I am head of a marketing program for financial advisors at Morgan Stanley. Part of what I do there is help them, who are individual business owners, help them market and brand their different businesses as they help people with their financial needs. So this was perfect because seeing ideas come to life is like so refreshing. So in my other life, I'm also a parent of a senior here at White Plains High. So
my name is Howard Chuck. I am the parent of three children. One who has graduated from White Plains High School, and two who are currently sophomores here. Very exciting stuff. I am a serial entrepreneur. So I've been an entrepreneur for about 22 years now. You know, just it's amazing. It's amazing. I cover any industry. I don't care. The widgets are all the same. The formula, though, never changes. I've got it. I'm close to 50 enterprises in, and I currently own about 10. Try to keep around 10 projects. And if I want a new toy, I have to sell one of them. So it's challenging, but it's been engaging. So thank you.
Thank you all, and we look forward to hearing your insights as the night progresses. We also have a number of special guests in attendance. As I said, some of them we'll be thanking specifically later, but we want to give a warm welcome to our mayor, Mr. Tom Bush. Thank you for being here. We have a member of our Board of Education here, Mr. Tony Morris. Good evening. Oh, and more member. Hi, hello, good evening. And we have Dr. Rickon here. Oh, there we go. Some of you snuck in on me. And we have several other members of our administration here as well. So thank you all for being here tonight and for your support. We literally couldn't have done this without you, so we're really appreciative to have you all here. I think, is that everything? Okay, of course, Mr. Brullo, my partner. And then Dr. but more on that later. So we're going to bring up our teams, just a little bit of information for you about how the evening is going to unfold. We have 4 teams presenting their pitches tonight. They're pitching to our board, right? Each team is going to come up one by one, and then the board is going to have the opportunity to ask them some questions or make some comments on their pitch. Then the next team will come up. After the 4th team presents, we're going to give our judges like 15 minutes to go deliberate and decide who our big winner is. So then we'll have a 15-minute intermission where you'll be able to go into the lobby, grab some coffee, chit-chat, and then you'll come on back and we'll do the big reveal and do some of our thank yous before we end our evening together. Sound good? Okay. So before I bring up our first student group, I just want to say one thing about these kids. Because when you see them present tonight, they're going to be very professional. And you might forget that they're kids, that they're high school teenagers. What they have done What they have done is nothing short of incredible. So be proud, no matter what happens tonight, you've already knocked it out of the park. So yeah, give it up for them. Okay. And with that, we're going to invite our first team, Lava Connect, to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are Clava Connect, and this is our final pitch. That's Adrian, Carlos, Rajin, and I'm Kevin.
And we have another member, Thiago, who's not with us here today.
Like Carlos said, we are Clava Connect. Before I get to talking a little bit about us, I want all of you to imagine it's winter, it's cold, and maybe you're out walking your dog, you're out practicing for your winter sport, and you want to stay entertained, maybe listening to music, right? But it's too cold to stay skipping the song, pausing it, you know? So, here at Clava Connect, we solve this problem. We have created a revolutionary product that allows you to stay warm and stay connected with your phone, that allows you to listen to music and answer calls, which we call the Clava in the cold. And our product, here's a demonstration. This is the Clava. As you can see right there, they have a zipper for zipping and taking out the Bluetooth headsets that you can connect and you can take out if you want to wash a product if it gets too stinky, you know? So, this is our product and it looks pretty good.
Alright, so unique value proposition. Sorry, I didn't get the mic there. So our unique value proposition, here at Clava Connect, our focus is combining functionality and fashion. So we want to be able to provide both comfort and being able to stay warm in the cold weather, and also be able to look good while doing it. So we have a unique design, and we have very limited competition. There aren't really a lot of products that are much like us. We did countless research, and we really couldn't find many other products that were similar to us, which was honestly really surprising to me and to the rest of my teammates as well. But we have very limited competition, and that's something that we can really take advantage of, and really just attack that market, and hopefully we can make some profit off of that. So here's our target market and size. So our first assumption here is we have 30% of people age 16 to 25 in the New York City area where that are reportedly into streetwear. So we think that 100% of those people, 100% of those people have smartphones with Bluetooth, and we think that the average unit price for each of our clavos are going to be $35, and we're thinking that the number of units we'll have is over 176,000, and our total revenue would be 6 million, about 61 million, and while that's not very realistic, we do have another assumption here, which is the percentage of people that buy things from the ads and digital marketing. And that assumption is 5%. So 5% of those people would be about 353,000. And we're looking at total revenue at about $293,000. So our business model canvas. So what is a business model canvas, you may ask? A business model canvas is basically just a way for people to see what a business is about, and just like it's kind of like a layout of what a business is about, the market that they're targeting their products to, the different products that they may offer, and things like that. So like I said, the value proposition is that we have very limited competition. There aren't a lot of products that are like us. Our cost structure would definitely be manufacturing, definitely the way we would ship, the type of designs we would have for our masks. And we do have a website. Currently it's for free, but we're looking to eventually find a website that's that we can pay for, and that'll also be another cost structure. And our revenue streams would obviously be our clavas. Another one would be just merchandise that we can produce with our logos on it, our branding, and things like that. And our key activities, so we're looking to promote our products at trading expos, at ski events, and just get our name out there. And this will really just help, get our name out there and get people talking about Cloud Connect. And to continue with our business model canvas, our customer relationship. So we're looking to have a good customer relationship because that's always very important in business. We want to be able to stay connected with our customers, whether that's through social media, by email, and just make it easier for them to reach out to us, and making it convenient for the customer to reach out to us if they have any issues or concerns and things like that. And our key resources would be obviously Mr. Marullo here, who's been a great resource for us. We also have and so our target audience would also be just kids that are that are playing winter sports, kids that go outside in the winter, and just like generally people that are active a lot in the winter months and go outside, like maybe they work in construction, maybe you just walk your dog, maybe there's someone that plays a sport all year round and you're always outside. So we want to target this product to them, because we think it would be really helpful for them, because it would help them to stay warm and help them to, stay warm in the winter months, and it would really just help keep them entertained with being connected to Bluetooth. And our channels would be the way that we would connect with our customers. So again, like social media and emails.
For numbers and demographics, we have chosen young adults to grown adults, in working class environments. We have chose this environments because we believe that teenagers and young adults want a practical balaclava mask that's also stylish and trendy. Here at Clavo Connect, our competition is very limited due to the fact that an affordable, limited, and stylish balaclava with Bluetooth and microphone has not existed yet. So the only product is a winter hat with Bluetooth, which is right here.
And obviously, that's not as stylish as a balaclava mask would be. You're definitely gonna look more fly in that than whatever that was. So keep growing. So this is the way we're gonna market our products. So we want to get customers through word of mouth, even just like spreading our name throughout the school, to our classmates, and even on social media as well. And we just want people to talk about Clavo Connect. And we're going to keep these customers by having them sign up with an email, and they can sign up on our website and stay connected with us, and basically be on the lookout for any special deals or discounts that we may have, and promotions and things like that, and just any updates with the company and the brand as a whole. And we're going to grow Clavo Connect through, of course, like I said before, we're going to go to skiing events, we're going to go to trading expos, we're going to go to all these different events where we can basically get our startup name out there and get people talking about us.
So during Tired Community Day, we were able to have our stand so people could come and test out our product. And a lot of people really liked our product. They said the colors, they really liked the colors. And some people were even willing to buy it like right there in the end, but we knew like it wasn't ready yet. And we got feedback that we could do better in like safety measures, as like if it rains, what will happen to the connection? Will like it stop working? So we have done research and we're looking more into that and like how to fix it. And we also have like about the fit, that it might be like a little too tight, but we're thinking of making a one size fits all so everyone can use it. And also about the sound quality, so we also got better sound quality so we can get better feedback from our testers.
As you can see here are some QR codes. We would like it if you guys could take out your phones and please follow us. On the left, to me, is the website, and on the right is the Instagram. You guys can find in our website that we have a cool display of our product that is not yet on sale.
All right, thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll now open the floor to our panel if you have any questions or comments for Clavo Connect.
Go first. Go ahead.
Yes, so you talked briefly about the competition. So your product is at a price of $35 per article. How much the competition is selling their own products?
So what we found is that the competition, it varies. They have some similar designs that go from 25 to around 40. And we thought that 35 was in the middle and is like the amount that this should cost.
And so with this selling price of 35, so you are aligned with the competition. And did you look at your cost to produce the product?
Yeah, so actually we took apart our competition. That was the first thing we did because we thought they were a good example for us. And we found their Bluetooth system wasn't that bad, the sound quality wasn't that bad. So we looked up what type of headphone system they were using and we were able to order the same online. And it went for about, I think, $2 per piece. And for the mask, I think it was about $20 to $15. So we thought we could make around $10 in profit if we sell it at 35.
Thank you.
I gotta say this, when I first saw this, I was thinking it wasn't a very good idea, but in the last 10 minutes, you guys have done a pretty good job in convincing me to at least give some thought to it, so kudos to you on that. So the obvious question here is, why wouldn't I just get a regular balaclava and just throw some earbuds on?
So with our product it's a two-in-one product. You don't have to go through the hassle of buying a scarf, buying a beanie, or buying a balaclava by itself and then buying AirPods and putting them on. You can just throw the balaclava on and it's just connected to your phone, and you don't have to. It's just more convenient for the user to be able to have a product like that where you have multiple uses in one product, rather than having different products for different uses. And it's really just like I said before, the functionality, and it's really just about like functionality and fashion, and we're just combining those two aspects and just making sure that people stay warm in the cold weather while staying connected at the same time without having to buy two separate products.
Are these basically like having external speakers as opposed to having, in-ear pieces? Is that what your goal was?
Yeah, that, if you want, we could show you guys and we could play, because we have it right now Bluetooth connected, if you guys would like to put it near your ear so you guys can see how loud it is.
I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
Howard, try one on.
No, definitely.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
It's pretty comfortable.
Is this water or is there something else? Well done, John.
No, but I think, Howard, to your point, taking AirPods and putting something outside, if you do sport outside and you put AirPods and then a hat on it, after half an hour, the inside of your ears is, whereas with this, you have no pressure on the ears. Yeah. That's good.
So just quick, is this thing on? I just want to commend you because going first in anything as a professional and as a young adult is terrifying. So I just want everybody to So I'm an avid skier, and I would say, or my question would be, like other products, do they fit comfortably under your ski helmet? Have you tested that out?
So we haven't actually tested that out yet, but we do definitely want to try to get better fitting masks in first and try to find a way where people can just, it's basically like a one-size-fits-all, like Adrian mentioned earlier in the presentation, and that's something we're trying to, that we're working on.
Okay, great, thank you.
Question two. So I want to commend you on thinking ahead with the troubleshooting, because you talked about different things with the product that you would look at or think about, do more research into. So is there anything you would have done differently as part of your MVP to test it then, or think out differently up front? Or did you feel comfortable with where you're going to test and let it out? I saw the great photo too, like you were reaching a range of people.
I wish we could because our audience during that testing was mainly young students in the school, so they all thought the design was good and that it was a pretty cool idea. I would love to maybe test some older people, no offense, who go skiing more often and maybe work and would like a product like this, maybe not exactly this color, maybe something simpler. Yeah, that's a test that we would like to do. Yeah.
I've just got two questions. And great job, by the way, guys. Also, the research that you've done, you mentioned about taking apart the competition and checking out the system and looking up online. So that's good stuff. Two questions. Where did this name come from?
So, balaclava is a fancy word for what us young people like to call a shiesty mask, right? And we liked Clava, and we thought connection with the Bluetooth connection, so we thought Clava Connect.
Okay, so working with many brands over the years, I just want to bring to your attention the look and feel of this logo. Because either I feel like I'm being robbed, or you're a security company perhaps. Those are things I would work off of the technology side. I would work off of the connectivity in incorporating some sort of icon, custom look, and also change the font. So if you're going to put this on the mainstream out there, you need to relate to who your target audience is. So that brand needs to come across. So something like this with I would say that's more of a dated type of font. And then, the burglar in the middle, I would modify that, okay? Product-wise, presentation excellent. So great job, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So while Clava Connect takes a moment to get their stuff together here, I would also like to echo something that was said by the judges, which is the courage it takes to go first, and a reminder that being brave is not about not being scared, it's about doing it anyway. And so they did it. Congrats, guys. So the next team we're going to bring up is On Time. And I'll play their entrance music while I get their slides up here for you. And you guys can start making your way to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone, and we're on time, and you're going to meet people working on this product. This is Guadalupe over there. I'm Angel, Tommy, Callum is on the Zoom, and then Jose is right there. Our company, On Time, aims to solve the common issue of losing household items by providing a product that ensures that you are always on time and never late again. This issue affects over 20 million Americans, causing them to lose their household items on average 2 to 4 times every day. Whether you're a busy student, like one of us, or a business professional, like one of you guys, it can help you be in a help you with a critical sales pitch, and our product can help you stay organized and on schedule. Don't let the stress of losing items disrupt your life. Choose to be on time. The problems we're trying to solve is that we're trying to find items on time with better efficiency. We're trying to track items and schedule your day better and help you become organized throughout your day and throughout your life. And we're also going to try and notify users on their tracker location with the website that we created and also with the tracker and the sound and light up system.
So how will we be solving these problems? So at On Time, we really prioritize our built-in alarm system and our scheduling feature that we will have within our app. So our clip notifies the app and our users on the location of their lost belongings. In our tracker, we're really trying to make it, just a little clip. And as you'll see in the presentation, our first prototype was a thicker, more broad product, but we've continually tried to slim it down, and we're really hoping that, at some point, you won't even notice it. So the tracker works in relation with the app, and it all works through our website. We can purchase it, and.
So On Time will be working with Blue Wireless, which is a technology company that specializes in GPS software and hardware devices. So right here we have the tracker, as Kellenson said. Right now it's big, and in the future we're going to try to slim it down to a small one. And we're putting LED lights and Bluetooth so people could have customizable noise.
Just to interrupt. That is not as small as what we do. We're just going to slim it down a little bit. Well, we have little miniature things, so whenever you guys want to come around, we can pass around. You guys have different colors and sizes, so what you can imagine. So whenever you buy On Time, you'll be able to choose whatever color and whatever size you want, so at least you're not stuck to a little small variety.
The website Blue Wireless, and we got a successful test from the website, and pretty much to show them the location where I live.
Our company
competitors are Apple, AirTag, and Tile, and we are trying to sell between our school with the teachers and students. And how we are trying to be different is we want to put sound into it, so when you lose something, it'll be easier to find it, or light, because it'd be easier to find whatever you're looking for. And also have it at an affordable price.
We also have customizable sounds and LED lights that light up when your tracker is on.
And just to add on to that, the customizable sounds will be used from whatever thing you'll be able to add on to the website, and the lights will also be worked from the website. So everything will be a one-stop shop from the website. So the second you get onto the website, you can start your tracker, connect it, automatically pair it to your phone, and put on the lights, sound, and everything will be automatically paired and already on time for you.
Consumer interviews and data collection. So as a group, we all conducted interviews around the building. As we said earlier, we're really looking to market in this high school with students and teachers in the building. So, during our entire community time and during our off periods, we would ask questions and showcase when we first got our product and showed our website around the building. And we received largely positive reviews as people liked our convenient and cheaper alternative to competitors, and they liked our casing, obviously, and our ideas for the future. So, as we said earlier, we'd like, and people voiced this to us, we'd like the case to be thinner and sleeker for the future, and because right now, obviously, our first prototype is a little bit too big to attach, but as we've continued to develop, we've made it thinner and easier to connect to whatever, your keys, your bag. So yeah, these were really helpful to us and helping us develop for the future. So this led us to our pricing. So if we're obviously marketing within this high school to students, we adjusted our pricing to be a little bit cheaper so anyone can afford it. So we dove into this research and we established that there's 123.6 million people with housing in the United States. That's where we kind of wanted to start off, and we wanted to take 45% of that, which led us to younger drivers, 17 to 30, which obviously is what we see in this high school with students and teachers. And we took 25% of that, and there's our unit price of about $20. And if we move on, our number of units would be about 14 million actually. And then we'd be moving on, and we're looking to take about 18% of that as we're competing with brands like Apple and Tile. And yeah, that's what we would be left with. Obviously, this has been adjusted because initially we wanted to expand outside high school, but we thought that our target market would be best suited for this building. Yeah, so those are our yearly projections for the tracker and app. Those are unit price of $20. And based on these first few months, this is our own information for our first few, just on the people that would be willing to buy our product and try it out. And yeah, these are our projections for the future. As I said, in our interviews and our pollings, people were interested in it. So in our first few months, like month one, we got about 10 people that would be interested, and that's our monthly progression through our first year.
So for the customer segment, we're targeting adults and students within high schools, such as the students' parents and the staff of the high school. We're targeting people living in suburban areas and neighborhoods, even apartments really. And there's not really any current gender background. And our audience's economic status is $35,000 to $60,000 a year. And we believe that it's a good idea to target adults and students because, I know the parents are tired of, their kids losing their stuff all the time and then having to buy them new stuff. And, it's just a big hassle. And with on time, you don't have to lose your stuff anymore.
And to add on to that, my mom can be a witness, and some of my teachers can be witnesses with my homework. Many of them get mad at me losing my stuff, and they always say, you have to find something, get it on time. And that's kind of the way that we kind of started this product, because it was first my idea because my mom kept on telling me, Angel, you keep on losing your car keys. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And I just had to find a way to find it myself. And all of us have the same issue. We're not all lazy and stuff. We just have sometimes misplaced stuff. And we also think that it's also for parents. And parents also, I know most of you guys are parents. Like, you guys get angry and are losing stuff. So we kind of like thought that this would be a good product for all of you guys to use as well.
What is a BMC? A BMC is a management tool that provides a visual representation of a company business model on a single page. So here's the BMC. The problem is that many students and workers are losing their items like keys, wallets, or glasses, and could not go to the work or school on time. The solution is that we're going to have a GPS tracker that will have a customizable sounds, customizable LED lights, and an app where users could, customize their sounds and LED lights. And our channels will be Best Buy, Amazon, and our website later in the future.
Why be late? Be on time and follow us and check out our website to see how everything else and the more specific things come in. And you can also follow our Instagram and all the other websites and social medias that we have, so you can try to figure out more about us that we haven't said today. Pull out your phone. We'll give you guys like 10 more seconds. Thank you. This was awesome.
So I want to say when you first, congratulations. It was a great presentation, and the fact that you had someone zooming in, it speaks to our technology today. I was initially really, really excited to see what you would present, because legitimately we lose everything in the house, all the time. Hi, Alan, come back. So I really want to know how you think you're going to compete with the Apple AirTag and the Tile, because I have yet to buy either one of those, even though I love to shove them in my 6-year-old's backpack so I don't lose him. So how would you convince me to buy your product over Apple and Tile?
So we know that Apple AirTag and Tile are
And I'm an angry parent too, so you've got that right.
No, I understand. So we all know that parents are frustrated, and they also don't want to waste as much money because parents have to buy other things like food, groceries, etc. for their children. And we believe that our price, that is a little bit more cheaper than other products, has more things that offer at a cheaper price, because Tile, around $80, has the customizable sound and lights. And I don't know about you, but if I was a parent, I'd rather waste $20 on something that my child would be safer with and have more ability than waste $80 on something that's a little bit more expensive, while you can have basically the same thing at a way cheaper price. And we offer a little bit more at a cheaper price.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure someone on the panel is going to ask about pricing as well. And when you come down, it'd be nice to actually
Yes, you get it in a second.
drop them off on your way back. So I'll leave the next question to Dr. Ali.
Yes. Well, congratulations for your presentation. We were into it. So first, and congratulations for your QR code that you have put, because going on it, you could have the choice between going on the website and putting and following you on Instagram, and going on your website. The first thing that we could see was shop now. So there was no. It's really good for the sales. So one question is, so you are using the website, or let's say the technology infrastructure, Blue Wireless, and did you, in your business model, did you make an estimate of how much the usage of this Blue Wireless website is going to cost you, to make sure that the revenues that you're going to get are not mainly going to this technology, and some of it can go to your company?
I'm sorry, I forgot the question. Maybe.
No, so the question is, what will be the cost to your company of using Blue Wireless
Blue Wireless.
out of the $20?
So as of now, the usage of Blue Wireless is for free. Because once you buy the tracker, pretty much the Blue Wireless provide a website to you. And for the future, we'll develop our own app, so user can have an easier time to customize the sounds and noise for the tracker.
And sorry to interrupt, they will, Mr. Wong will get you one of the trackers so you can get it on hand and you can try and get a feel. This is not the final tracker that we're going to have. If you open it up, we're going to give you one that's already closed. But if you open it up, you're going to see there's like a little 3 centimeters of stair because it was a little hard to program. But the second we get it down and set down, it's going to be a lot slimmer and a lot lighter. So you'll be able to clip it onto your things without having something close.
So I was going to ask about the size. So are you developing this? Is this why the size is an issue right now?
Yes, so pretty much I was the one with the help of the teacher. I was the one who 3D printed and I like, if you see one of the small models, I don't know if you can see it, but I created all the little holes and all the little sockets, so all the cables and all the things that you could charge it and you could plug it in and plug it out would all be there. It was just a little hard to set it up by the time frame to make it as big, but eventually whenever I have more time, whenever I have more help from the teacher, it'll be a lot less thick and a lot less smaller as you see over there. It'll be like 50% of the size that it is today.
What is your cost to make this variant?
Do you want to talk about the cost?
Well, for the prototype, since this is our first time, it costs like around $85 for 3D printing, the tracker itself, and that's pretty much it.
Got it. So, you guys you're prototyping this in the classroom. Do you guys have a makerspace? How did you do this?
So, I can answer this. So, pretty much what it was, we just got the tracker. I don't know if you're able to open it up, but you got the tracker, and we pretty much just got the tracker from Blue Note, and we just pretty much, me and the other teacher kind of just created the case, and that's how we pretty much made it.
That's very cool. That's very cool. It's just a general comment, guys. So, I think competing against Apple and all that stuff is fine. To do all that good stuff, right? I think what you really want to take advantage of is the fact that you are, 17, 18 years old, right? And that you guys know what cool is for your segment of the population. I can assure you, I'm 51. All of us at my age are trying to take your money, right? Our goal is to find ways to have products where you spend on our stuff. And it's kind of weird when a middle-aged guy or woman tries to do that. You're in
What was that?
So I think it's very cool. You guys, it's a great head start. Think in terms of your peers. Think in terms of, your classmates. It's a great place to start. If you convince your classmates to buy it, there are a lot of other 16 to 18-year-olds who have part-time jobs and they have no intention on saving any of that money, right? They want to spend it, so take it. Well done.
Thank you.
Before we say goodbye, I just want to mention that Callum couldn't be here because he's kind of like a superstar tennis player, and he's away for a tournament, but he still made sure to zoom in for rehearsal earlier this morning and made sure that he would be able to join us for the final pitch tonight. So we can all wish Callum good luck.
What's your rank, kid?
I would like to make just the final comment is that a few months ago we had a similar exercise in the middle of your project, and I want to highlight the fact that during that first exercise it was mentioned that you needed differentiation versus competition, and I'm thrilled to see that you have added differentiation on your object with the LED and with the sound. So congrats for that. Thank you.
Okay, the next team we're going to bring up to the stage while I cue the music. They gave me a lot of responsibilities here. The next team we're bringing to the stage is Unbound. Come on up.
Hello Sharks, and welcome to our pitch for our app, Unbound. So my name is Brandon Reyes, this is Aiden Bartlett, Chris Pavemba, Derek Gould, and Joshua Ober. So the problem that we found was that we live in an age riddled with inactivity and a lack of discipline, and we're actually the top 10 most obese countries in the world. 25% of teens are considered clinically obese, which is unfortunate. Only 5% of adults get the minimum recommended CDC amount of exercise, which is 30 minutes. Heart disease is a leading cause of death in the nation, and only 6% of Americans actually achieve their goals out of the 14% that set goals. So our mission is an app that's the one-stop shop for anything health and wellness related. We want to have workouts, programs, exercise recommendations, and diet planning all within one app. So there's no need to scroll to 50 other apps for every one of your needs. We want accommodation for all skill levels, whether you're a beginner, an intermediate lifter, or someone that's been in the gym for a decade or more. And we want the ability to make, track, and complete goals within our app. We want you guys to join us in helping millions of Americans become the best version of themselves as possible. So we did some research on competitors such as Strava, Peloton, and Nike Running Club. And we looked at their negative reviews on the App Store. We actually downloaded the apps ourselves. We tried them out for a bit. What we found was that they lacked structured programming. There was not enough tailorized personalization to meet your goals, and there was a high barrier of entry, which was in the form of paying for the app immediately. What we plan on doing differently is making sure that you can tailor your experience based on your goals and what you want to accomplish. And we want to add structured programming that you know is science-based and reliable. We also want to be free to download and then have a plus version that you can pay a little extra for that can give you access to more features that can revolutionize your training in and outside the gym.
Do you want to realize your full potential? Unbound strives to help you do just that. We will turn you from fat man to Batman by keeping you consistent and disciplined with your goals. As for how we contact our consumers, we will be targeting through social media, specifically Instagram and TikTok, and we will be connecting with influencers who are popular in the fitness, wellness, and betterment communities to help improve and get a greater brand recognition of the Unbound name.
Acquisition, retention, and expansion. Before I get into this, at the bottom here you can see that acquisition and expansion, as we go on, the strategies are interchangeable. To acquire our customers, we use word of mouth, online ads, flash sales, and Google keyword optimization. To retain our customers, we go with weekly email blasts, we have dedicated customer service, and we offer loyalty programs. Before I go into expansion, that weekly email blast, you may think of that to be just spam after spam after spam. We don't want that. We don't want to be like everyone else. We want to provide quality emails for everyone. To expand our customer base, we want to have referral programs, brand sponsorship, and create community events.
Our business model canvas. Our customer problems is people who struggle with discipline. There's too many sources of self-betterment and fitness information out there. Our customer segment is gym goers, people who want to invest in themselves, people with goals that, however, struggle with that consistency factor. We're looking at age range, mostly between 15 to 25, but also ranging to 45 years of age. Our unique value proposition is to simplify and combine self-betterment tools to help users be consistent and work towards their goals. And that solution is our very special app, Unbound. Our pricing and profit strategy, our app is free to download. However, we will include a pay-to-use version. We're looking at a monthly fee between $4.99 and $9.99, and we got this information by looking at our competitors, and we found that this was best to go with the competition. We don't have any production costs since we're an app. However, we're looking at our advertising costs, and we're predicting that those will be high.
So for our MVP testing data and analysis, we tested just roughly 50 people. We talked to them about our app. We asked them what they think about it. What we got was that most of them liked our specificity for our programs, but we also got some feedback saying that we should improve on our streamlining website for professionalism.
So here are our financial information, and as you can see, our starting figure for our customer segment for our total addressable market is 335 million people. Now this is going off based the population of America, which is roughly that figure. And then our second assumption was 77%, and this assumption was the percent of America's population that has a fitness or health goal in mind, and this equates to about 257 million. And if every one of those people bought 1 month subscription to our program, our total addressable market would be a staggering $15 billion. But, you know, obviously this isn't realistic, so we're gonna cut down this figure a little bit, and we're taking 20% of all Americans that use a gym or workout app. We're factoring that into our 257 million, and we got a total of 53 million people for our serviceable addressable market. And once again, if everyone bought a $5 program for 1 month, we would get a staggering $3 billion. So, you know, reach for the moon and you might actually make it. So for our finances, as mentioned below, it's $5 for 1 month approximately, and for a year that equates to about $60. For month 1, we plan on, the second we launch our app, we plan on selling around 5 subscriptions, which is kind of a low estimate, but you know, the lower the better, just in case you do better. And it goes from 5 to 10 the next month, to 10 the next month, and about month 9 to 10, we plan on hitting around 100 subscriptions a month, 150. And on the bottom graph, as you can see, this equates to about $64,000 the first year, if everything goes according to plan. Year 2, we predict about a $30,000 increase due to higher marketing and just getting more people involved. And we plan on doing about a little under $100,000. Year 3, we plan on doing a little under $150,000.
What is next for the future of Unbound? We are currently developing our app using the basic app developer from Mad Learning, and we are continuing to promote our app at school every day, like Derek said, with our 50 interviews that we made to kids and adults around us. We seem to actually get a lot of positive reviews back, which is good for the future of our app. And we have developed a strong, reputable business name, as you can see on our shirts, Unbound. And in the top right of your screen, you can see our logo. And we've gone through a couple different logos, and that is the final one that we have made. And you can take out your phones right now and scan our QR code. The one on the top right of your screen is our Instagram. Be sure to follow us and like the one post that we have up there right now. And if you have any questions or concerns, our email is right in the middle. And then our website, which has a bunch of other information that you may need for Team Unbound. You can go check that out and check out our website. We'll give you some time to scan it at the end. And this is our reference table, which is all the important information that we use to get all like the numbers that we said, like the obesity rates and all that type of stuff. Like all like the percentages, all of that. That's right here with all the websites that we gathered. And that is our Unbound final pitch. Thank you.
Excellent presentation. Totally just see the progress and you're going to have the branding that you know from there. So, question for you on the pricing. You offer $60 for an annual, and then basically you don't give a break for someone who's committing to you for a year. Did you give thought to, as you mentioned, acquisition and expansion and retaining, which I love that you were thinking about how do you keep these folks? Did you give a thought into the pricing that it would be a deal if someone locked in longer for that 12-month period, or it seems like it's $5 a month no matter what?
So we kind of, as mentioned previously, we expand a little bit. We did expand a little on the loyalty program. So obviously, if they stay for us for a significant amount of time, we plan on reducing that price or offering them like extra perks within the app. Because we feel we want to reward our customers for staying with us for such a long time, and the loyalty program is the perfect way to do so. But yeah, lowering the price is something that we kind of want to stray away from because we want that constant stream of revenue, but we want to give them something besides lowering the price, you know, like an extra, a VIP club or something like that within the app that would highlight their experience.
So I'm going to echo, I think your presentation really seemed very nice, seamless. I'm a customer service person, I'm a presentation person, it was fantastic. For your age, I would be stammering, so I'm very impressed with that. The bad news is I'm not part of the client segment, so that's sort of disappointing to me, but I guess I'm getting unstructured, and that's that. I wonder if with your app, you thought about doing customer support, meaning if I had access to your app and I was doing everything, would I have maybe a kind of relationship manager or a special person that I could talk to if I'm maybe one of your VIP loyal members?
So we did set up an email at senior unboundcenter@gmail.com, and that links directly to our personal emails. So if you email that email with any concerns, and that's up on the website, like if you have any problems or issues, we should get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. So we want to make sure that they know that we care about them because, you know, we don't want an unhappy customer. So that's what we're kind of doing.
I love it. And if you are looking to test anyone over your client segment of 45, I'd be happy to be in your research and development space.
No, definitely. Unbound's an app for everyone. You know, that's just a little target, but our target reality is everyone, because everyone has something we can improve on.
Great brand, guys. Strong, solid, great font choice. I was going to ask you, because I was confused at first, because I see the guy there, and then I see somewhat of an infinity logo, and see which one you were going with. I think either one would be strong. I do like the person there of the Unbound. If there's something about it, you know, how that person's emerging, you know, from the logo. You mentioned something on over here on this side when it came to startup costs, that you had no startup costs, and that your marketing would be the concern of trying to generate those funds. But what about the app? Who's developing the app? Who is programming that? And who is going to support that and constantly maintain the app with more videos and content that it's going to continue to evolve? So how are you guys planning on that?
So when we were talking about pricing, it did mention that the building of the app, then the marketing is going to cost a lot more than building of the app. We're definitely looking into costs of building an app and also getting trained so we ourselves can build and manage the app. If we have to though, we will get an outside app developer that will cost some money, not as much as our overall marketing cost though.
Okay.
To add on to that, so when we said low production costs, that was compared to the marketing costs. So as we know, like building an app, it's not easy, but the marketing cost is definitely going to overshadow that cost because of the high saturation of the market, all the other apps that are out there. So, and as for the app, we want to make sure, we want to invest some money into it because we don't want to be another app on the App Store that nobody downloads. Like we want to have that professional touch that you get with Nike Running Club or Peloton, that really the good user interface. So we want to invest money in that to keep our customers in the app.
Did you think about the content?
Yeah, so the content, I've been doing research on this topic for years. Like this is actually why we decided to come up with this, because like we all were like athletes, we all like to work out. So, and I've done my fair share of looking at research articles on like optimal hypertrophy techniques and all that. So I've actually created content myself, and it meets the scientific rigor that would make a good program, and I believe that it can help all of you be a better you.
So, question about like thinking about the cost and everything. Like, did you think about a Hulu type model where you have a free, where you have advertisers or maybe partnerships with other health and fitness brands, and then you're free, you know, that would help fund your content for the more premium?
So we looked at some competitors and we noticed that they didn't really have like ads popping up everywhere, and that's something we want to stray away from. But we noticed that some other apps, they also have like special deals with certain companies. Like if you use the referral code, for example, So we plan on adding that section in the back if customers choose to peruse through that section. But we don't want to have like startup ads because we made our app free so that people investigate and find out. And by having ads, we feel like we detract from that experience. For example, like a mobile game that has 50-minute ads before you get to play, but it's free, right? Like the ads are kind of the cost that you're paying. So we want to like keep it a good experience.
Yeah, so well done for the presentation and fully support the comments that were made. So I really liked the customer management or interaction that you presented when you said acquire, retain, and expand your customer base. So that's really good. Just one comment so that you remember when you will be in a future investment discussion. Be careful because unless my phone is broken, the QR code that you posted says that it no longer works. It says the campaign has been stopped. So if you go and see an investor, and the first thing the investor will do, if you are IT, you will test it will not work. So that's okay. I like the big number when you say we can get a market of $3 billion. That's good. That brings that capture attention. And so the question I have is that you said that you are passionate about exercise, gym, and those things, and you mentioned that one of your marketing tool would be the organization of community events. What community event do you have in mind to promote your app?
Being able to go to local races, running, biking, even going to like Dick's Sporting Goods, all of these sports goods stores, having flyers, QR codes that when you do have our app, you can scan right in and go to on the App Store or Google Play, wherever our app will be, and download it. Maybe offer a free 1-month subscription or 2-week subscription, whatnot. We're just looking to get ourselves out there. Local races, stop and shops, big supermarkets with a lot of foot traffic.
Did you have a chance to go to a race already, or a 5K or something? Where you promote
Since we don't have our actual app yet, it's difficult for us to make it there because we're promoting something that isn't real yet. But once we have our app developed, that's when we'll really start getting out there.
Oh, it's good. You have a clear idea of where you're going to go. Yeah, well done.
So well done, obviously. Not often I get to learn something from high schoolers. So, and I'm not a big fan of negativity in my life. And if I see it in my team, I'm very, I squash as quickly as possible. But the idea earlier on, going to your competitor's website to see complaints, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, I like that idea a lot. And I'm talking to my team tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. And I'm down on top.
Okay, so while I do my magic over here, we're going to be welcoming Team Drop up to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. And we are Drop Water. So, just so you guys can get familiar with us, I am Aiden. On the other side of the stage, we have Tim. Next to him, we have Vika. To my left, we have Alex. And to my right, we have Will. So, this is the problem here that we're trying to address. And just so we can kind of get a scale of this issue, if this looks familiar to you, you've used one of these in the past week or so, could you just shine your phone flashlight for me? Oh, we got one right there. We got some flashlights popping up. We got a hand, two hands. Now, if you guys look around, it's a lot of flashlights. So we saw an advantage to kind of fix this problem, and it came with Drop Water Orb.
So, let me ask you this. Do you love running but hate plastic? You do, by the way. So do we. Now, Did you know that 86% of disposable water bottles used in the US become garbage, adding 38 billion disposable water bottles to US landfills? And so you might wonder, what is our solution? Well, let me tell you. Our solution is drop. Now, you might ask, what is drop? Drop is electrolyte water packed with natural algae and minerals. You get the best of both worlds, a fun, fresh way to hydrate and none of that plastic. It's easy to use, lightweight, and plastic-free.
So, you may be wondering, how does it work? Well, drop is created when two of our chemical solutions combine. The first is calcium lactate, which is a salt containing, well, calcium. And the second, which is the real star player, the LeBron James of the drop water org, sodium alginate, which is a salt that takes a component from the cell walls of brown algae. And the result is a drop water orb with a watertight membrane. So if we shift over to this side of the stage, we can actually show you drop in action. So right now, this blue solution on the left side, it's not very visible to you right now, but this solution here, this is sodium alginate and water mixed with a little bit of food color, just because if you use two of the solutions, they're actually just majorly just both water. So this food coloring helps us take it apart. It is plant-based food color for anyone in the crowd who might be a vegan. There might be some concerns about that. It is plant-based, vegan, drop is fully vegan. And yeah, so when these two solutions combine, there's a, let's see if we can fix the camera on that. There it is. There it is. So yeah, when these two solutions combine, we get our orbs that we love to talk about. So yeah, that's how it works. And I will move us on to the next slide. So samples for our judges, they are out in front of you. So feel free to try. They are edible. Some may have popped. If only you guys knew the amount of panicking we just did to get these to you. That's what they look like. The gold on top is fully edible 24 karat gold leaf. So yeah, we figured we'd give it a little bit of razzle dazzle for you guys. Oh, also, with the clearer ones, what we just recently did was we added a lemon flavoring by cutting some peels off of lemons and creating a concentrate. So that's what that subtle lemon flavor is, for anyone who may be wondering.
Those are our lemon drops.
So are we ready to move on? All right.
So drop water orbs are quite unique. Their form factor makes it stand out to all our audiences, and for runners, it gives a quick, litter-free shot of hydration to keep them going the distance.
All right, so for our product, we are able to target anyone because we're a water product and everyone needs to drink water. But we narrowed it down from people in the United States to just people in New York to just people who are athletes in New York, then to people earning $80,000 or more. And realistically, we can only target those in Westchester, so we narrowed our number down to 121,000 people that we can realistically market our product.
So for marketing, word of mouth is primarily our target marketing method, with the running community being a very tight-knit community, as I am on cross country, and
everyone there is very friendly with each other. And if we can get into this community, they often share what they use and how effective they find it. So if we can get into runner ecosystems, we will be able to sell a lot of product. Another method of marketing that we're doing right now is social media campaigns on TikTok and Instagram. So at the end of our presentation, be sure to follow us. And our unique form factor makes us stand out to many people, and it is very intriguing. Pricing: each container will contain from 3 to 5 drop water orbs per container. Flavored drops will cost $4.99 per container, and pure water drops will cost $2.99 per container.
So the cost of actually producing each drop is really quite small. It's 0.6 cents per drop. So we can actually put as many drops as we want in each container, but the main cost is the cost of each container, which is 80 cents per. But if we were to put 10 drops in each container and sell the container at the desired price, we would make $3.89 per flavored drop container and $2.13 for each unflavored drop container.
Drop a follow on our Instagram and come by our website and subscribe to our newsletter. Get it? Drop by our website and Instagram. Thank you.
So I like talking first apparently, and I'm just gonna say, I tested it because Mayor Roach said I had to. I was like the hand of the king, so it's safe, you won't kill you, I promise. Your presentation, your outfits, first, like I love it, love it, love it. My water drop tasted like algae, and the membrane is a little thick, so it's almost like having a boba.
Yeah, that is somewhat of an idea too, like a large boba to hydrate.
Yeah, which the concept is great. My question or concern is, you mentioned a little bit of water in that. What containers are you have in your hands? Yeah. And how do you expect that they won't explode in the container?
Well, so regarding the actual container, this is a cardboard paper container with a waterproof lining on the inside. So we keep it low on plastic and high on hydration. We got some branding here on the side. So yeah, that is our packaging. But regarding keeping the orbs safe in transport, that's proven a little bit difficult for us because even on the way here, we did lose some soldiers on the way. So. Yeah, if only you guys could be backstage just now. It was a little bit hectic, I won't lie. But yeah, that's definitely a major concern because the time that you give the orbs to incubate in solution really determines how strong that membrane will be. And it's hard to sort of find a line where the membrane isn't too thick, but it's also able to be picked up. So we've been kind of experimenting with that. The time that we like to use is about 5 minutes to keep the orb in solution. But we're always open to changes, and we thank you for your feedback.
Questions then. Did you think about freezing it, or will the membrane not freeze?
We attempted freezing it, and we also attempted encapsulating ice. The only problem with that is that ice is like sharp, so it goes through the membrane, and it would have been ideal to use ice, but it's just not feasible at the moment.
Yeah, the lemon, I had to go with the lemon. I actually didn't get an algae flavor.
Yeah, we had to either give you a lemon or a pure water drop. We're still tweaking the pure water drops. Yeah.
Yes, so congratulations on the presentation because you used all the key elements for what we call enrollment conversations. So we need to enroll the people because first you stated the problem really well. You show the solution, you explain the solution, then the fact that you have a video that was showing how you were preparing the product, and the cherry on the cake, you gave a sample to your audience, so you had it all to really attract the attention. Well, the point was made that you still need a little bit of research and development to get a product. And one thing you could think of is to sell, in fact, a dry product, and that the person would prepare this drop in the last minute at the moment of use. So that would be a way to resolve your issue on the transportation. But congratulations for the presentation and for the innovation part. And as well, you started your presentation touching on sustainability. And I believe that any new startup, any new company needs to put sustainability at the top of its objective, and that's what you did, so well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to congratulate you guys because this is a phenomenal presentation.
Thank you.
Highly interactive, and just the creativity of something like this. I mean, we had 4 solid presentations here tonight. I think you are the first one that has no competition in the marketplace. We didn't hear of any competitors. But just I have to commend the thought process and how you even came up with this idea. We have like scientists in front of us here. But tremendous presentation, excellent job, Brandon on point, very interactive, so congrats.
Thank you. So I just wanted to touch on the point that you mentioned about coming up with the product. It's a pretty funny story actually. So we thought of the idea, I thought of it. We thought of the idea of edible Tide Pods because that used to be a trend, but unfortunately Tide Pods are poisonous.
But these are very healthy.
These you can consume, they won't hurt you, I promise. We've all tried them.
I've had many.
Nobody's died eating them. But they have similar form factor to the Tide Pod, and because of that, we thought of the use of algae because algae is completely edible and it's a sustainable resource. So now we have our edible Tide Pod using that algae.
Yeah, and I just want to say to that, you all explained something that was very complex, and I was never a science kid, ever. You explained a very technical, complex concept in a very simplistic way that, you were really taking a business idea out. You don't need to be a scientist to understand what it does, how you got there, or like in compliance that it was safe for us to try that sample. So, that was excellent how you came about that in describing it, and then the answer you just gave reminded me of that you're taking complex material and making it very clear and straightforward for someone to understand. It's important.
Our product is so clear that we had to dye it so we could see it in solution.
I don't want you to get too big of a head, but I will say, when you went through your total addressable market client segment drill down, the fact that you drilled it down several layers to get to what you could actually touch, I thought was extremely impressive. We're all reaching for the top in our conversion, right? The fact that we kept going down, I thought was really impressive.
Thank you.
I've got nothing. My first note is popping a Tide Pod. But I didn't know if I should say it because I know Dr. Rika is here. Is he here at Forbidden League? I remember him having to, what it is. If you haven't watched Dr. Rika on social media, he's the benchmark. I mean, he is unbelievably good. And I remember him having to address that situation. My fellow judges, what they said, especially what Mario said, it's, I love the thinking outside of the box. Like, it's spectacular.
Thank you.
As many of you already know, this class involves a lot of real-world influence, and that means we had a lot of professionals come into our classroom. They're called coaches, and they come in and they do a lesson plan with me, and they actually teach the kids in the classroom. So in my first round here, we're going to thank our coaches, and the kids have thank you cards for you. So, Mrs. Lydia Chris, thank you so much. Mr. Gary Chris. Mr. Mario Mirabella. Mr. Todd Ilber. Ms. Meryl Stevens. So thank you so much for contributing your time and being with us in the classroom. Those influences were really invaluable for the students, and also it was so nice for me to have so many co-teachers in the classroom with me. So I appreciate you all very much. The next round of people we have to thank are very special indeed. Each team you see here tonight had a mentor. So they had a business professional who worked with them throughout the year. Zoom conferences, coming into the classroom, watching rehearsals, giving feedback. And these are really special roles. So one of our mentors could not be here tonight. That's Mr. Derek Mack. So we thank him from afar. Mr. Joe Acampora was the mentor for our team on time. I'm sorry, I failed to mention that Mr. Mack was the mentor for Team Drop. Ms. Kristen Panesi was our mentor for Team Clava Connect. And for Team Unbound, our mentor was Mr. Brian Murray. So the next round of thank yous, I'm sorry, I will be brief. I have to thank Ms. Jen Stein, and you know exactly what you did. But you can come grab a thank you note from me. Thank you very much. And you know Ms. Stein know that she does just about everything around here. So we appreciate her. Okay, where is Miss Alvarez? Is she still here? Perfectly fitting, she is doing something behind the scenes right now, which is what she does. Yeah, why don't you get her real quick if you don't mind? Because we want to give her her moment to shine because she deserves it. And then last but certainly not least, we want to give a really special and overly huge thank you to Mr. Rocco Varula. None of us could have done it without him. We appreciate you so much. So we will circle back to Ms. Alvarez because, like I said, she is off doing something invaluable behind the scenes. We're going to get to the moment that everybody's been waiting for, and I'm going to give my final thank you and a welcome to the stage to the principal of White Plains High School, Mr. Emerly Martinez.
Thank you, Mr. LeBlanc. Wow. I don't know about you, but I've been blown away by what we heard tonight. I jotted some notes down because it was just mind-blowing to hear our students talking about, that it's research-based, we're talking about problem solving, which is so important in today's world, product testing, constant stream of revenue, just a high saturation in the market, things that, I don't know about you, but I wasn't talking about this when I was in high school. So really, kudos to you guys. You guys are blowing all of us away, and I can't thank you guys enough for making this initial inaugural incubatoredu pitch a success. Regardless of what happens with the awards, it's a success already, so congratulations to you. I also want to thank Dr. Han and Mr. Rulo, who came to me last year and told me about this idea. And I'm like, this incubatoredu, what? It's just such a weird name for a course. But they encouraged me to participate, to learn a little bit about this program. And as the principal, I have the final say of the courses here. And I was like, right, I'm sold. And then it was, all right, how are we going to build this? How are we going to get this up and running? In fact, I was talking to Dr. Han just now. We were talking about, well, remember last year we didn't even know who mentors were going to be, who coaches were going to be. And Mr. Rulo really stepped up because he knew he had to, because he wanted to make sure he delivered. And he went ahead and had a plan in place. And Ms. Stein, and I appreciate Ms. LeBlanc not trying to call out Ms. Stein, but Ms. Stein played a role in helping us identify the teacher. And if you don't know, Ms. LeBlanc is actually a French teacher in our school, but she's a career changer and has some marketing background, and that's what got us to approach her. And with some conversations, and thank you again, Ms. Stein, for that, we were able to get her. And I think it was the right fit, and it's a perfect fit. So thank you, Ms. LeBlanc. And I'll just say, this speaks to what we're all about, speaks to what I believe in, which is students really taking control of their learning, and also about making sure that our educational community is not just based in White Plains High School, right? It's the greater community. It's having our mayor's office. It's having the connections with the youth bureau. It's having, these volunteers coming in and connecting with our students. So really, just this course, it just really signifies what we all strive for, which is really a whole child approach, and really it takes a village. So again, thank you everybody for all the work they did today. And now, Mr. Blanc, why don't we get to business here, which everybody's waiting for.
Oh, Ms. Alvarez, we wanted to thank you for all the work you do behind the scenes. It wouldn't have happened without you, so thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Martinez is going to help me hand out some prizes. Everybody gets something. So we're going to make 3 separate announcements. So the 3rd and 4th place teams in no particular order will be called up. Then the runner-up, and then the big winner. The bags here are little tokens from myself and Mr. Rulo. We went in together to make sure that everybody had a little something to go home with tonight. And everyone's getting a medal also. Okay, let's get to it. So in 3rd and 4th place, let's welcome to the stage On Time and Unbound. Congratulations and a wrap welcome. Come on up. Okay, our runners up in 2nd place, congratulations to Team Clava Connect. Come on up. Yes, thank you. And that means that the grand prize winners of our very first incubator EDU here at White Plains High School goes to Team Drop.
And I think as an entire class, we would all like to thank Ms. LeBlanc for being an awesome teacher. And, whatever it is, whether it's helping us with our projects or, just being someone to go to for any source of, help or anything, really. Thank you so much, Ms. LeBlanc. We know that your schedule is super crowded, multiple courses, that's not easy. We get that, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
If someone could snap a photo of all these amazing kids up here, I would be hugely appreciative. And I'm also going to welcome Mr. Barullo up to the stage to get in our photo. You can't take it. You have to get in the photo. And then Mr. Barullo has just a few closing remarks as well. So let's get the winning team, if we can, and then we'll get one with everybody.
I know it's a little late, but I think it's important to also acknowledge a few other people. But first of all, I want to congratulate this wonderful team of students. One more hand of applause. Outstanding. I'll be very brief. Obviously, we thank our board of advisors, correct, our coaches and mentors, our central administration, very critical and important to the success of this project. Our board of education first, our BOE, thank you. Our central administration, Dr. Ricca, Dr. Ann Ricca-Taish, Dr. Ricca, Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ann Ricca-Taish, Assistant Superintendent of Business, Dr. Debbie Hand, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Debbie Argarn, Assistant Superintendent for Special Ed and DPS, and Mr. Scott Pepper, Assistant Superintendent for HR. A big shout out to Dr. Ricca and Dr. Hand, who actually brought in this program. So we owe them a high grade of gratitude for giving us the ball, and I think we scored a heck of a goal. Don't you think so? So thank you very much. Our high school administration, Mr. Martinez, he is one individual. Whenever I go visit his office, I come with 10 ideas and I leave with 30. So we always spar back and forth, but you're the best as well. Ms. Sarah Hall, Assistant Principal and Director of Guidance, and our whole guidance department. But without them, in working with our students, right, we really can't have this kind of great opportunities, right, in education. I want to do a special thanks to our White Plains High School PTA. This group of parents are amazing. The word no does not exist. And we spoke, and they provided funding for the food that you see out there, and any support that we needed. So it is the heart and soul of any school district. Howard EDU, which was very generous with their donation. Loria Awards for this beautiful trophy that you see. Our White Plains custodial staff, these men and women are amazing. Our security that helped with this evening. Our IT department, we have our director of IT right in front of us. And stand up for 1 minute. Come on, we thank you very much, Mr. Ron Gillespie and his team of IT support. How do I know? Because I'm in that business before I came into education. I'm telling you, it's a tough job. And then again, Mr. Gary and Lydia, and Mrs. Gary and Lydia Chris. They've supplied the coffee, but they were also coaches, and they're phenomenal as well. Ms. Jennifer Stein, that we mentioned earlier, our student ushers, they're terrific. I know you don't see them at the moment, but they're back there. Thank you so much for taking a Friday night and coming here to help us out. Ms. Marlena Simmons, we mentioned earlier, phenomenal instructor as well. And then last but not least, our Uncharted Learning, which is the vendor or the company that provided us the curriculum, the training, and the scope and sequence, everything to make this very successful. So I bid everyone a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining us. I think it was awesome. Oh, one more. Mr. David Espin, who's outside, who helped us with the food and the coffee. I thank him. He came in right at the last minute and gave us a big hand. So please, thank you.